Why helping others can ruin your life, Buddhist wisdom. Have you ever felt like your kindness is being stretched too thin? That in giving all of yourself to others, you've left nothing for yourself? Imagine trying to illuminate the world with a lantern that's run out of oil. Today, we delve into a profound Buddhist teaching that reveals why helping others without balance can lead to self-destruction. This is the story of Tenzin, a devoted monk whose journey from sacrifice to wisdom holds lessons for us all. Together, we will uncover how mindful compassion can transform not only how we serve others, but also how we honor ourselves. Stay with us until the end as we explore practices to bring this wisdom into your daily life. In a tranquil monastery nestled in the misty mountains, there lived a monk named Tenzin. His kindness was a lifeline for the villagers, who saw him as their source of hope and relief. Day after day, he dedicated himself to easing their burdens, believing that his selfless service was the purest path to enlightenment. To Tenzin, each act of kindness felt like lighting another candle in the darkness, but he failed to see the danger of burning himself out. One fateful day, a villager approached Tenzin in desperation. "Please, my son is gravely ill. I cannot carry him to the healer alone. Will you help me?" Without hesitation, Tenzin agreed. Carrying the boy on his back, he trekked through treacherous terrain. His body ached, but his resolve remained unshaken. The boy was saved, and Tenzin returned, exhausted but fulfilled. Yet, as word spread of his generosity, more villagers came with their needs: roofs to repair, fields to plow, food to deliver. Tenzin, believing he was fulfilling his dharma, said yes to them all. Unbeknownst to him, he was becoming a lifeline, not only for their struggles but also for their dependents. Weeks passed, and Tenzin's strength began to falter. His once clear meditations were muddled by fatigue. One day, as he carried heavy sacks of grain for a merchant, his legs gave out. He collapsed, unable to rise. The head monk approached him, his gaze steady but compassionate. "Tenzin, why have you fallen?" he asked. Tenzin, tears of shame welling up, whispered, "I only wanted to help as you taught me." The head monk knelt beside him, his voice gentle but firm. "You misunderstand the teachings, Tenzin. Helping others is noble, but not when it comes at the cost of your own vitality. An empty cup cannot quench thirst. A broken lantern." These words struck Tenzin deeply. For the first time, he saw that his unbounded generosity was not only depleting him, but also enabling others to avoid their own growth. In Buddhism, balance is the cornerstone of wisdom. Compassion without mindfulness can transform into attachment, and attachment, even to noble acts, breeds suffering. "Tenzin," the head monk continued, "you must first tend to your own garden before helping others plant theirs. Neglecting yourself doesn't make you virtuous, it makes you a cautionary tale. True compassion begins with recognizing your own needs and limits." Tenzin reflected on these words. He realized that in his eagerness to help, he had forgotten a fundamental truth. He was not separate from the world he sought to heal. To serve others, he had to first serve himself. With newfound clarity, Tenzin began to change. He no longer said yes to every request, but discerned where his energy would make the greatest impact. He devoted time to his own meditations, nourishing his spirit and body. At first, the villagers were confused, even frustrated by his refusals, but over time, they saw the transformation. When Tenzin helped, it was with renewed vigor and deep presence. His strength inspired them not to rely entirely on him, but to find resilience within themselves. Through this balance, Tenzin discovered a joy in service he had never known before. He was no longer burdened but uplifted by his acts of kindness. Helping others is a noble pursuit, but when unchecked, it drains your spirit and leaves you lost. True compassion begins with mindful detachment, understanding that you cannot give what you do not have. By caring for yourself, you build the strength to serve others with clarity and purpose. Ask yourself, are you giving to others at the expense of your own peace? What would happen if you allowed yourself the space to rest, reflect, and recharge? Remember, helping others does not mean saying yes to every request. It means knowing when to step forward and when to step back, honoring both your limits and your intentions. Practical takeaways. Set boundaries with compassion. Recognize that saying no can be an act of kindness, both to yourself and to others. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out, but bridges that ensure mutual respect. Practice gentle but firm communication when setting these boundaries, ensuring you honor your capacity without guilt. Nurture your inner flame. Dedicate time to activities that replenish your energy, whether through meditation, exercise, or rest. Consider creating a daily ritual, a morning walk, a few moments of deep breathing, or even reading an inspiring book to reconnect with your inner peace. These small acts can profoundly sustain your ability to give. Empower others. Instead of solving every problem, guide others to find their own strength. This can mean asking questions like, "What do you think you can do to address this?" Or "How can you approach this challenge with the resources you already have?" Empowerment fosters independence and builds mutual respect, shifting relationships from dependency to collaboration. Reflect and realign. At the end of each day, ask, "Did I honor both my needs and the needs of others today?" Journaling can help you track patterns, celebrate small victories, and identify areas for improvement. Over time, this practice builds self-awareness and helps you maintain a balanced approach to serving others. Remember your shared humanity. Recognize that helping others does not mean carrying their burdens alone. Instead, it's about walking alongside them, sharing in their journey while respecting your own. A balanced life of service is not about martyrdom, but about mutual growth and understanding. Let this story inspire you to rethink how you give to others. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you balance selflessness and self-care? Have you experienced burnout from overgiving? If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe for more Buddhist wisdom, and join us in building a life of mindful compassion. Your light matters. Keep it burning, bright, steady, and strong. Not just for the world, but for yourself.